Hey family, peace and love to my kings and my queens, my brothers and my sisters. I greet you all with love and light of the Most High God, the infinite creator, source of all things, source within. Whew, I'm out here getting some good old fresh air on this beautiful Sunday. I give all honor to the Most High God. I tell you, just so grateful to be living in such a time as this, having all these beautiful experiences, family. Words cannot explain. Words cannot explain. It's like revelation after revelation as far as you individually, you have your own personal experiences and coming to your own truth. And as far as, how, this so-called spiritual awakening has affected you. Many of you know, just like I know, you're not the same anymore. You can't even fake it, okay? Family, I want to speak on real quick because this had came up in my spirit for me to talk about. Because for the most part, when I speak about things, like I said, I either had the experience or I go within myself, all right, to get my answers. Many of you know that already, right? So I want to speak about the shadow self real quick, family, which we all have. And you will see that version of yourself once your third eye is awakened. You will see those shadowy versions of yourself, all right? The many of you not going to like, okay? But it is what it is. We all have it. But there must be balance. But anyway, I want to speak about minds, shall I say. My spirit guides had communed with me through my higher self last night to not see my shadow self as such in a bad, negative light. Because in the past I have looked at it that way. I wanted no part of the shadow self, and for the most part I was pretty much like judging myself, rebuking that shadow part of myself. And so I'm learning not to rebuke, judge myself anymore. Like the words say, judge that you be ye not judged. A lot of times we're judging ourselves down here. And it's okay to see errors, when we make like wrong decisions, wrong judgments, do things down here that are not really nice, shall I say, as far as, not expanding our light, shall I say. But I'm learning to, when I use the word compassion, I'm learning to have compassion for my shadow self as well, okay? Let me just say that. So basically the point I'm trying to make is, it had came to me last night that when I was going within myself, and I started again seeing a lot of my shadow self, all right? Things that I was not liking within myself. Things just pops up, images just pops up, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times it's due to lower vibration, but we all have a shadow self. These are multi-layers of us, okay, that goes back. And a lot of times we have not healed from certain things that needs healing. So anyway, I was told to have compassion for my shadow self. This is what came to my mind. This is what I said to my shadow self. I said, I love you. I forgive you. I speak love and light and compassion and healing over you. This is what I said to my shadow self. Because when my eyes were closed, I was like in complete darkness and I wasn't lighting up for some reason. And what I did, I didn't, get all upset like I would have in the past by not lighting up, trying to make excuses for why I wasn't lighting up. I just sat there, I stood still. And then, like I said, that still voice started speaking inside of my head, and it say compassion. While I was in the darkness, within myself, and seeing images that I was not liking, I said, I love you. As I speak love and light and compassion and healing to you. I kept saying it over and over and over, over and over and over. It sort of reminded me of when I saw that dark being within inside of me. I was saying, expand your light, expand your light. You know, the same thing happened within myself. All of a sudden, I saw a spark of light within myself, and it got brighter and brighter and brighter. And those thoughts and emotions that I was holding on to, which we all have them, because we all have issues, all right, family? But it's one, you know, like I said, it's good to own your shit, okay? Own it. You know, you feel the way you feel, okay? You have to own it in order to heal. And stop making excuses, you know? Stop sugarcoating things, you know, just own it. And so that's what I was doing within myself. And the beautiful thing about it is when you do that, you know, that light of source of the divine, you know, casts light on that darkness that is within you, and it expands your light, all right? It expands that shadow part of yourself. And when it does that, it exposes, okay? It exposes the darkness that is within you, all right? Because you're owning it. It's just like saying you want forgiveness. You're owning it, okay? You're owning those thoughts. You're owning those emotions, all right? You pretty much you're purging within, and the light that was within me started to expand. And all of a sudden, I just started to light up on the inside, and those images faded out that I was seeing. And I'm not going to speak on these images because that's irrelevant. Basically, you know, a lot of times, you know, when we are here being programmed to seeing certain images, this goes in your eye gate, all right? And like I tell y'all, you know, those things are going to meet you again when you go back within yourself, okay? It's going to meet you again. And if you're operating, like I said, you know, low vibrational, or seeing things that you shouldn't be seeing, you know, it's going to affect you within. If you feel some type of way about somebody, you know, images might pop up within yourself, and all this is part of your shadow self, you know. It's pretty much, your shadow self is pretty much the opposite of your highest version of yourself, all right? That's the point I'm trying to make. And we all can relate to that, okay? So, you know, that's my truth. When I did this family, I tell you, it was so beautiful how I saw the manifestation of from dark to light within myself. It was just so beautiful, so healing, so peaceful. It was just beautiful. But I'm through with that. I just wanted to share that with many of you. Embrace your shadow self, all right? Embrace it. Don't look at it as a negative thing, because that's what I used to do. Due to ignorance, I didn't know any better. Because see, the Most High God loves his children, all right? And those you think he does not love, Abba Father, Abba Mama, however you consider source, you know, he loves, all right? Source love. The divine is within all the Most High God creation, okay? Let me say that again. The divine is within all of the Most High God creation. A lot of people get it twisted. Everybody out here want to be so divided, worrying about color, all right? I suggest everybody go within themselves and work on themselves, all right? Because you can't save nobody, but you can, you know, help you out, all right? You can, like, work on yourself and get right with yourself. Like Christ said, you know, you were about the beam in somebody else's eye, you know, we're about the beam that's in your own eye, so you can see more clearly, okay? So that's all I wanted to say about the shadow self. Embrace your shadow self. Send lots of love and light and healing, and show compassion to your shadow self. And you'd be surprised how you're going to start coming around, how you're going to start feeling different about this situation. Because like I said, we all are out here being tested big time. And we are spiritual beings having a human experience down here. And but still, you know, we still have to own when we are thinking in ways that we shouldn't be thinking. And a lot of things that we have done in the past, we have not repented of it. A lot of things that we've seen in the past we should not have seen, because it comes back to haunt you when you're going within yourself, okay? But when you see it for what it is, you know, and like I said, remove the fear. Because like I said, for the most part, a lot of it is you. You know, it's pretty much the multi-dimensional version of you that goes back. You have to realize you existed once before. And it's going to be hard for many of you to grasp this. But many of you, if you knew who you were in your past life, as far as people out here that you would say, no, I would say people out here that you would think that you would want to be around, pretty much you need to show compassion to these people because it was once you. It was once you. And if you're in this life where you can now show compassion for people that you once cringed about, that's right, I said it, that you once cringed about, you're showing healing to your shadow selves, to all those layers of you that goes back, as well as in this life, how you used to be, okay? Many of you know what I'm talking about. It's all about rebirth, spiritual rebirth, family. A lot of my brothers and sisters in the spirit, and I don't care what color you are, because when you go within yourself, you're really not seeing no black and white, let me just say that. And if you do see it, you pretty much see yourself as far as in a past life. You get an idea of who you once was. But for the most part, in the spirit, you know, you either seeing the darker version of you or the lighter version of you, all right? It's either light or dark. And that's my testimony, okay? Many of you can vouch for that. But I just want to share this because I thought it was very important, family. You know, the Most High God love us all. We all are here, breathing the same air that you can't see. All right, even though some of us can see energy, shall I say. A lot of my brothers and sisters are really having a rebirth, spiritual experiences from the divine. I think it's so beautiful. A lot of you are like me. You're starting to see energy now. You know, you're seeing these loving energy waves that are coming in as spectrum of colors. Before, I wasn't seeing them at first. I'm going to be honest with you. And I didn't really think it was a lie or anything. I just wasn't really seeing it. But since I have done my videos a while back, that I was talking about the update of energies, I'm starting to see it now. And I've been seeing the violet flame around me constantly in my room, you know, and sometimes I see it as though it's an image of a being, but it's in the color of the violet flame. And I asked my higher self, I said, you know, is these energies outside of me and I am seeing them because they're moving close to me? My higher self let me know when you're seeing these energies, these colors, family, these energies you are bathing in these energies. So these energies are going through you. That's why many of you have all these experiences and stuff. A lot of you having these experiences that you're not seeing colors. But just think if you were seeing colors, you would see that which is flowing through you. It's like the energy it's like you're just bathing. The energy is flowing through you, but it's like it's bathing. You get what I'm saying? You know, it's going through you. You know what I'm saying? I call it bathing. But these energies are going to help many of you once your body starts to adjust. It's pretty much like once it adjusts, then you're ready for the next level. They're going to be ongoing. You know, a lot of people predict, you know, when the next waves are going to come, but it's going to be different for everybody. You know, this is really something that you can't really predict and say, well, it's going to happen again. It's coming next week or it's coming next month, because you have to realize we're dealing with different timelines. You know, we're dealing with all of these things, so it's going to be different for everybody. You know, it's one perception of how they see their reality. You know, but I am definitely seeing these energy waves. They're my star family. I ain't gonna show you them because, family, one time I was out here talking to you and I was like, I want y'all to see my star family. And I filmed them and it was not showing up on the camera. I was like, okay, well, sometimes it's meant for me to see. Sometimes it's meant for me to see. So it's meant for you to see, family. So if you're seeing them and you happen to video and it's not showing up on the camera, it's not meant for nobody else, it's meant for you. Because you're the one that has done the work as far as raising your vibration. A lot of times it's meant for you, okay? But, yeah, many of you, I know because I've checked out many of your videos, and many of you have such beautiful experiences. You're seeing these beautiful energy waves in the sky and around people as well as around yourself. are in the same room with you, all right? You're seeing these beautiful colors in the room with you. You might be seeing maybe one or two or maybe three, you know, violet, blue and green. I was definitely seeing them in layers, but lately I've been seeing a lot of violet lately around me, especially in my room. And also, I ain't gonna lie to you, family, I tell you, ooh, I've been seeing a lot of spirits lately. You know, but I'm embracing it. I see it for what it is. The Most High God ain't gonna put no more on you than you ask for. You know what I'm saying? That you can handle, shall I say? I say it like that. He gonna put no more on you that you can handle. And if you have these experiences, it's because you can handle it. Like I said, remove fear. You are going to be just fine. All of this is part of purpose, family. And just like many of you watching me, many of you gonna start doing your own videos as well. But I just want to share that with many of you. I was in my room the other night and I was sitting there, my daughter was in there with me, and I could have sworn I saw in the corner of my eyes, in my peripheral view, I saw a head, you know, like I don't know if it was a child or what, but it was the height of my daughter, and it kind of did like this, peeping in my room, and I looked. I said, what in the world? I saw it just as good as day, but I couldn't really get a good, you know, clear view on it because I saw it from, you know, my peripheral. Because I was talking to my daughter, and all of a sudden I saw this image of something, you know, peeping in my room. But not only that, I'm seeing a lot of apparitions now more. So like I said, you know, I know I said the veil is thinning, but for a lot of people, that veil is already down, you know. But as long as you're walking in love and you are raising your vibration, you know, nothing negative is going to show up in your space. Nothing negative is going to harm you, all right? When you are covered under the shadow of the Most High God, you have a relationship with the Most High God, you know, you just have an experience, all right? Like I said, I told y'all it's going to be a time you're going to be walking and you're going to be seeing apparitions of beings and people in the spirit walking right past you, all right? I told y'all, it's like, you know, these dimensions are merging. And not only that, you're going to start seeing spirits, okay, out here. And a lot of people who know nothing about this, they're going to be cracking up. Thinking hell on earth, but that's not what it is. I just want many of you family to be mindful of your shadow self. It's so important, okay, family? It is so important. Be mindful of your shadow self. Show love to your shadow self. Do not fear your shadow self, because we all have a shadow self within. Like I said, there must be balance. And all is well, family. All is well.